Hello everyone, my name is Sir Said, and today I'm here to have the vector addition. If you are a physics student, especially in A levels or IGCSE, you must have idea about the vector addition. This is a very simple topic in fact. Basically, we have some steps, some techniques by which you will be able to get the vector addition, and definitely after this video you will be able to solve the past paper questions. I'm straight away going to start the vector addition. Uh, First of all, you must know the equal vectors. Equal vectors means if you have two vectors like this one, and these vectors have same length and same direction, then they are equal vectors. Same length, same direction. If you are going to add the vector number 1, the angle between the vector is 0, means the vectors are like this one. We have vector A here and we have vector B here, and the resultant of these two vectors is A plus B. For example, if it is 5 Newton, it is 4 Newton, then the resultant is 9 Newton and the direction is same. But if the angle between the two vectors is 180 degree, means the vector A is in this way and the vector B is in this way, means the angle between them is 180 degree. The resultant vector is in fact the subtraction, and this is because uh, the difference between these two vectors. For example, if this vector is say 10 Newton and this vector is 4 Newton, then the answer is 6 Newton and the direction of this resultant is towards the bigger vector. These are the simple things. Now moving towards the third thing, that is in fact when the two vectors are perpendicular with each other. Look at here, number 3. If two vectors are like this one, vector A here, vector B is here, these two vectors are perpendicular, means making angle of 90 degree. The resultant is A plus B. So we have to solve this by head to tail rule. Head to tail rule. The head of first vector, this is A, the first vector, this is now the equal vector having same direction and same length. The head of first vector attached with the tail of the second vector, this one. Head of first attached with the tail of second. Just put this vector B and attach over there. Now the vector which is going to join the tail of the first vector with the head of the last vector is called resultant. Clear? And one very important thing which you must know, that the resultant vector is having the tail attached with the tail and head attached with the head, means the resultant having tail with tail and head with head. For example, if we have a vector A here, then we have a vector B here, then we have another vector C here, and the vector D here. Here the vector D is a resultant because its head is attached with the head and its tail is attached with the tail. But if you have the vectors like A is this, B, and then you have C, and then you have D and E, then no resultant, because there is no vector having head with head and the tail with tail. No resultant. And if you are talking about the forces, it means the resultant force is 0. Now, now moving towards the fourth thing, and the angle between the fourth and the last thing. The theta is not 0, 180 and 90 degree. Then again, for example, if you have a vector A here and the vector B is in this way, uh, the angle between two vector is say 120 degree. Again, you have to solve these vectors by head to tail rule, but the head of first vector attached with the tail of the second. It means this vector B must travel in this way. Like if vector A is here, the B should be over there. Means I have drawn the equal vector of B over there. The angle between these two vectors is 120 degree, so the angle in between is 60 degrees shown. And again, according to the head to tail rule, the vector going to join the tail of the first vector with the head of the last vector is called resultant. Here you can find this resultant by the cosine rule. R square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos of theta. And this theta is the angle which is opposite to R. Opposite to R, opposite to the resultant vector. Now, if you have a quick review of this whole vector addition, that if the vectors are in the same direction, just add them. If the vectors are in opposite direction, just subtract them, and the direction will be towards the vector having the larger magnitude. And if two vectors are perpendicular with each other like this one, then it's in this way, the resultant, or the resultant is maybe over there. These diagrams are similar, no difference. This is vector A, this is vector B and B. There is no difference between these two diagrams. Anyhow, and you can find the resultant by Pythagoras. R square is equal to A square plus B square. Anyhow, if the angle is not 0, 180 and 90 degree, the rule is same. The head of first vector attached with the tail of the second, like this one. The angle between the vector is 60 degree, which is opposite to the resultant. So just put the cosine rule over there. And if you have the values, then substitute the values A, B, and the angle, you will be able to get this R. Thank you very much and good luck.